What is my story? And ladies and gentlemen, if we sit here, and Lauren, I'm not sure if Lauren's here. No? There she is. Hi, Lauren. I don't know how Lauren does her job. I mean that sincerely, how any psychologist or counselor or whatever, because even the boys in our school, and I shouldn't say even, many of our boys in our school are going through major issues of trauma as we sit here. So it is quite exhausting and stressful, and we try and help them as much as we can. So just to reiterate what Jazz said, the story you tell everyone about yourself, right? That might be a very different story. Are you happy to be your authentic self? To be who you are, to stand for what you believe in. It's not easy. It's not easy to go with the flow, right? And the same with the boys, all right? Safer to be part of the group that's the in group and don't get noticed. If you ask the kid probably what's the best year at high school, probably fourth form. Why would that be? Because no one really worries about fourth form, so they're sort of just, they're not that irritating third form anymore. They're starting to grow up. They found the right subjects, hopefully. They're not doing all the other ones they don't need to do. And then the next question, the story other people tell about you. All right? And you know when we do the 360 reviews every year, people are very sensitive, myself included. You know, and you see these comments that come through. Sometimes they're negative, and you've got to look at it and say, well, does it apply to me or doesn't it apply to me? And if it's honest and it's honest feedback, well, then you must take it on the chin and look, be aware of this and move forward. Next one. This, any top sportsman, if I look at my directors of sport now, they'll tell you this. The story that you tell yourself about yourself is so important. That self-talk, that self-monologue that you have with yourself every day, your drive to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 or 6, whatever that time is, and to take on the tasks of the day. Those very good sportsmen, batsmen in cricket, for example, self-visualization. Where's that? If I get a bouncer, what am I going to do? You know, I can deal with a bouncer, I can't deal with this. The word can't should not exist in your vocabulary. Alright? You have to believe you can. And you boys have to have dreams. They have to. Alright? They have to believe that there's something waiting for them. One of the boys finished yesterday, great excitement, drove out the road and had an accident. Luckily he wasn't injured. I don't know whose car it was, but a fancy Volvo, I think. Mom would have been charged. But at least he was safe. He was safe. So, the story that you tell yourself about yourself, very important. The interior monologue, going into the English domain, but it's very, very, very important. And then, of course, the next one is the story that hasn't been written as yet. And we go through these different periods in our lives, seasons of your life, if you like, you know, and what lies ahead. And the journey of life. We talk about our boys going through their good man journey. They start your school corporate, and then they go to third form and they get a little difficult at times. Fourth form they start finding themselves, hopefully. Fifth form they're pushing themselves forward as leaders. And then sixth formers, hopefully they're all leaders and hopefully they lead, which is a very tough ask of young teenage boys of 17, 18 years of age, and we need to continue to help them. So, that's part of the process in writing your own story. We need to know who we are, what we stand for, and that is something that adults and students battle with for many years, and it's not going to go away. But none so much as the teenage years, because of all the outside influences. And we have had boys, top class boys, make 1 second, I call it 1 second, man, particularly if it's When I first started here, it was 30 seconds of madness. Now it's 1. Why do I say 1? Because you post that you shouldn't post it, it's too late. And we had one boy do that early this year, deputy head, and we had to debate, which was not pleasant. Alright? Dare I say the pissing in the pit saga was not a 1 second of madness, because that was planned. That's probably longer than 30 seconds of stupidity. And the consequence, we actually emailed this morning of a boy, I won't mention his name, who was a deputy head, not involved in that incident, but in another incident. And parents took us to court on the basis that he bashed him as a deputy head. And that matter's only just finished now 2 years later, and they had the cost to pay because their little Schnuffelbookman was no longer a deputy. Boy, they felt really bad for him. I'm being sarcastic now because I think it's absolutely disgusting. So there you go. So we are on our way, they are on their way in dealing with everything that happens on a daily basis and finding one's true identity, one's authentic self.